Good afternoon, everyone, from Hammond Student Center on the campus of Missouri State University in Springfield, and welcome to today's coverage of the State High School Basketball Championships presented by the Missouri State High School Activities Association and brought to you on Misha.tv. I'm Don West, and for the next two games, I'll be along with you for the Class 4 girls semifinal round, with the winners today playing for a state title tomorrow. Our first Class 4 girls semi matches the St. James Lady Tigers and the Bombers of John Burroughs High School from the St. Louis suburb of Ladue. St. James comes into today's game with a record of 25-5. They have won 6 in a row and are ranked number 7 in the latest Class 4 girls state poll. And John Burroughs comes in with a record of 20-4. Ranked number 3 in the state, and the highest remaining ranked team still playing. So this will be a fun matchup. St. James and John Burroughs in Class 4 girls semifinal action, and it comes your way next here at Misha.tv. St. James and John Burroughs, the matchup in this Class 4 girls semifinal. The other Class 4 girls semi coming up next in a couple of hours will match the Cardinals of Benton High School from St. Joseph and the Crusaders of Helias Catholic. Now for the introduction of the players today, let's go over to public address announcer Gail Skaliski.
Number 5, Lydia Kremnitzer. Number 10, Tessa Crocker. Number 11, Allie Hartley. Number 15, Vanessa Perona. Number 21, Kennedy Smith. Number 24, Isabella Hudson. And number 30, Cheyenne McDowell. And now let's meet the non-starters from John Burroughs, 20-4 on the season. Number 3, Ashley Mays. Number 10, Alice Crowley. Number 12, Kat Long. Number 14, Kate Wee. And number 22, Janae Harris. And now let's meet the starting lineups. Starting at guard for the Lady Tigers, number 1, Emily Recker. Starting at guard for the Lady Bombers, Allie Turner, number 11. Starting at guard for the Lady Tigers, number 2, Libby Heron. Starting it forward for the Lady Bombers, number 13, Sydney Starks. Starting it forward for the Lady Tigers, number 12, Kendall Kostopoulos. Starting it forward for the Lady Bombers, number 15, Monet Witherspoon. Starting guard for the Lady Tigers, number 23, Riley Hancock. Starting it forward for the Lady Bombers, number 20, Celia Thayer. Starting forward for the Lady Tigers, number 33, Allison Bullock. And starting at center for the Lady Bombers, number 21, Brianna Ward. The officials for this game are Jason Hill, Ben Rold, and Jamie Hughes. Our fourth official is Brian Hecker. These officials have been chosen to work the show.
So it's St. James and John Burroughs set to go in this Class 4 girls semifinal. St. James is coached by Terry Wells in his 10th season with a record of 217 wins and 66 losses. He was a boys coach at Newburgh for 5 years. And John Burroughs is coached by first-year head coach Jacob Jorg, who has been a college head coach at Wisconsin Parkside and a college assistant at Maryville University in St. Louis. Also has been a head coach at St. Louis Community College. So Jason Hill set to put it in the air. Jason Hill and Ben Rold are from Kansas City. Jamie Hughes is from Hartsburg, Missouri, up near Columbia. The three men officiating this Class 4 girls semifinal. The winner on to the state championship tomorrow. And the ball will roll off the left end and out of bounds and belong to John Burroughs, and St. James will get the possession arrow, presumably here, as the officials get together 4 seconds into the game. So the arrow at the moment is pointing the way of John Burroughs, and they're going to ask, was there any kind of clear possession there? And apparently there was, and so John Burroughs is going to get the ball and the arrow. So the Bombers head up floor after winning their quarterfinal game last Saturday against Hallsville, 53-42. They'll get the ball to Brianna Ward, and out to the right, Monet Witherspoon in trouble here in a double team and gets out of it, and the ball's knocked out of bounds. Will belong to the Bombers. St. James going with Emily Recker, Livy Heron, Kendall Kostopoulos, Riley Hancock, and Allison Bullock to get it started. John Burroughs with Allie Turner, Sydney Starks, Monet Witherspoon, Celia Thayer, and Brianna Ward. Ball tipped by Heron, but controlled by Burroughs. And a foul called as Ward took the ball down low. And that will go to Riley Hancock for the first foul of the game. And John Burroughs inbounds under the basket. They'll find Ward, a freshman. And back up for a three for Allie Turner that's off no good. And Turner averaging 17-plus points per game. This will go out of bounds, or a foul rather is called. Monet Witherspoon will get one. First foul on the Bombers. And St. James will head up floor, and the Lady Tigers beat Park Hills Central last Saturday, 43-32 in the quarterfinal to earn the trip to Springfield. Pass is going to be picked off underneath. Allie Turner will bring it the other way for the Bombers. Out to the wing, and a three for Witherspoon is off. Rebound Ward, put back denied, but another chance for John Burroughs. Thayer's pass finds Turner, and long over to the right, back up to the wing for Thayer, and the three is off. A minute 20 in, still no score. St. James will look to break on the board first. Emily Recker checks with Coach Terry Wells over on the Lady Tiger bench. The pass to Bullock and a look down low, and that's out of bounds. Someone will break through here, I promise. But for now, it'll be St. it'll be St. James getting back on defense as the Bombers come up floor. And kind of a historic season for John Burroughs, their first Metro League championship this year in 18 years. And new head coach Jacob Jorg guiding them to the Class 4 Final Four. A three is good for Celia Thayer. And the Bombers jump on top here in Springfield in this game. It's bobbled and taken the other way by Witherspoon. 1-on-1, and she wins the race with Emily Recker. A quick 5-0 start for John Burroughs. Now it's Heron to the basket for St. James in the miss, and Celia Thayer gets on the glass. Drive and a score for Witherspoon, and a timeout for Terry Wells. And it took a while to get it started, but John Burroughs has kicked it into gear, and the Bombers lead 7-0 over St. James. So Coach Jacob Jorg in the Bomber huddle in his colorful rainbow plaid jacket. He actually teaches at St. Joseph's Academy, and that team is here this weekend in the Class 6 girls championship round. Webster Groves and Whitfield in there in Class 5 in girls semis, and Whitfield beat Webster Groves this morning over at JQH Arena 55-42. As always, a lot of St. Louis representation here at the Final Four in Springfield. Emily Recker to the Bear logo at center court for St. James. Working on a 5 count there. Monet Witherspoon got pretty close, but Recker was able to pass out of it. Now the 3, and that is off for Kendall Kostopoulos. And 3 minutes in, the Lady Tigers are still scoreless. A 3 for Thayer is off. Saved in. St. James the other way. Heron, 1-on-4, and it's rejected. She was the only Lady Tiger among 4 Bombers who had gotten back defensively. So it will be an inbounds play for the Lady Tigers from eastern Phelps County, just east of Rolla, right along I-44. Inbounds pass is taken away. Sydney Starks with the drive and score. 9-0 for John Burroughs. St. James in some peril here through the first 3.5 minutes of this game. The Class 4 girls state semifinals. Inside, shot rejected and saved in by Kostopoulos. The 3 is off and tapped, but a foul is called. And that will go the way of John Burroughs. Livy Heron gets her first and the team's second. Into the game for John Burroughs is Alice Crowley, 5'9" sophomore forward who gets 4 rebounds per game on average. And that's the thing about John Burroughs. They don't have one big dominant rebounder, but they have 4 girls who are between 4 and 5 boards per game. Inside, the score, Alice Crowley right off the bench, coming back to this team after missing time with injury, got back mid-January and plays in her 11th game of the season today. And it's Burroughs now still with the shutout on the board. The 3 for Turner is good. Another timeout for Terry Wells and St. James. It's 14-0 John Burroughs. We will step aside for just a moment here on Misha.tv. Don West alongside with you here courtside at Hammond Student Center at Missouri State University in Springfield. A 14-0 start for John Burroughs over St. James. Out of the timeout. Shot again is rejected. And St. James will inbound underneath. Tessa Crocker has checked in at a forward for St. James, a 5'7" junior, averaging 3 points a game. St. James will bring it in on the baseline. And long out front it comes to Tessa Crocker. Coach Terry Wells is a graduate of Bell High School right there in the Rolla, St. James, Vichy area. Inside, there's a score for Lydia Chemnitzer, and she gets St. James on the board. It comes 4 minutes and 40-some seconds into the first quarter. Inside it goes for John Burroughs, and now a steal for Kostopoulos. St. James now suddenly feeling better about things. Out to the arc for a three. Chemnitzer drains it. And off the bench, Lydia Chemnitzer, the freshman, has given St. James a huge spark. And timeout taken by Coach Jacob Yord on the John Burroughs bench. 5 quick points for St. James, all at the hand of Lydia Chemnitzer, a freshman who averages 4 points a game, shoots 28% from the three-point arc, and had just a single point in the Park Hills Central win in the quarterfinal last Saturday. She has lit it up for 5 to get it started here for St. James. It will be Burroughs' ball out of this timeout. So still a 9-point advantage for John Burroughs. The Bombers bring it across. Witherspoon with a pass, and Allie Turner surveys things, finds Alice Crowley. Ball knocked free, and it's out of bounds to the Lady Tigers. And a big contingent of St. James fans have made the trip here, and they're making some noise now with their team very much back into the mix of this. St. James was 19-6 last year. 2 years ago, 21-6. And 3 seasons back, St. James had a losing record of 13-16, but did win their district. Pass inside. That'll be up and off for Allison Bullock, and there's a foul on the rebound. It will go against St. James. Kendall Kostopoulos gets her first. Riley Hancock gets back into the lineup for the Lady Tigers, and Kostopoulos out. So now it's John Burroughs to the corner, the pass. Brianna Ward missing. And St. James up floor. Taken back away for Burroughs. For Sydney Starks, and the pass to Ward, and she lost it out of bounds. And here comes Allie Hartley into the lineup for the Lady Tigers, another freshman off the bench for Terry Wells. Under 2 minutes to go here in the first quarter. John Burroughs scored the first 14. St. James has scored the next 5, but there's a miss. And Burroughs now with the ball back. Allie Turner's pass. Now they'll go inside and back out. Crowley to the arc with a pass. 3 missed by Ward. St. James on the move with 1.5 minutes to go in the first. And to the top to Allison Bullock, and she'll take her time. Bullock committed to Westminster College for basketball up in Fulton, Missouri, near Jeff City. And that is Division III level ball that Bullock will be playing. Pass inside, taken away, the other way now for the Bombers. To the arc, the 3 for Turner, not there. And it's tied up on the rebound. Ward and Hancock got the hands in there to tie up the ball. Kostopoulos re-enters for St. James, and Celia Thayer back in for Burroughs. Still 14-5. John Burroughs has not scored since the last stoppage, the timeout that was taken by Terry Wells. The runner, and a foul is called. And we'll get 2 shots. Sydney Starks gets her first. It will be Kendall Kostopoulos shooting, a sophomore. Averages 11 points a game and led St. James with 12 in their quarterfinal win over Park Hills Central. First one won't go. She's 63% at the line for the season. And the second one stays out. But look, there's a long rebound for Chemnitzer. She'll go up and miss. Another chance, and here comes Kostopoulos after the free throw misses, and she'll have a chance for redemption now at the line with 2 more. Monet Witherspoon gets her second foul. Cause for concern here for Jacob Jorg on the Bomber bench. And it's Kostopoulos for 2 more. Makes good on the first. And Ward will replace Witherspoon now for John Burroughs. Kostopoulos with the second of 2 coming. And 1 for 2 that trip, so 14-6 is the Bomber lead with 30 seconds to go in the first quarter. Pass to Ward, and now the steal for Allie Hartley. She saw it coming and gets the steal. 20 seconds now in the quarter for St. James to make another splash. But a steal for Turner. Clean poke and steal for Allie Turner. And down to 10 seconds. Turner will whip it over to the corner, or the deep wing, and the miss. Time for a follow, and that's blocked. And that will run out the first quarter clock here in Springfield at Hammond Student Center. Well, John Burroughs scored the first 14 points of the game, and St. James came back with the next 6. That's where we are at the end of 1. 14-6 Bombers. Back in a minute at Misha.tv. Back at Hammond Student Center, Don West with you from Springfield. A rainy day outside here in the Queen City of the Ozarks. The state championship basketball going on today and tomorrow after the start of the Class 4, 5, and 6 tournament yesterday here at the Missouri State campus. And John Burroughs gets the ball to start the second quarter. St. James is on a 6-0 run, looking for the steal. And who's got it? There will be a tie-up over in front of the Lady Tiger bench. And the possession arrow will go to St. James. Emily Recker gets back into the game. St. James will bring it inbounds. So it comes to Kostopoulos. St. James up floor. They have chipped away at the 14-0 start for Burroughs. Have a chance to cut it even further here this time down. Recker will bring it back out to the volleyball line. This court is decked out for volleyball. This is the volleyball home of the Missouri State Bears. Their head coach is Stephen McRoberts. The maroon seats that were installed here about 4 years ago. A steal. And the shot won't go for Heron. And John Burroughs up floor. Well, St. James was just 2 of 12 shooting in the first quarter. John Burroughs was 6 of 16. To the wing to Turner. Her three is not there. And Turner has hit 62 threes this year. He's been a good shooter at 44% from the arc. Here's a held ball. That was tied up, and possession goes to John Burroughs. That one is rejected. Not called a kick, though. Now the pass is knocked away by Recker, and ahead it comes for Heron for the Lady Tigers. And a miss, but a foul. We'll get 2 throws for Livy Heron. Celia Thayer gets her first, and it's team foul number 4 on John Burroughs with Livy Heron shooting. There is a huge gap in number of state championships won between these two schools. St. James has won 1 team state title, and that was the 1976 boys basketball Class 2A state title when Grant Crow was the head coach. The miss, but the offensive rebound for Kostopoulos. And now a 3 for Hancock is not there. Underneath, put back in by Allison Bullock. And it's an 8-0 surge here for St. James. And John Burroughs has won an incredible 51 team state titles in their school's history, covering 13 sports between boys and girls. The 3 is off, and it's rebounded by Kostopoulos. But no state championships in girls basketball for the Bomber programs. They have won girls team state titles, 2020 in cross country. They've won 2 in golf, 2 in soccer, 11 in tennis, and 2 in track and field on the girls' side, but none in basketball. Running miss, the follow, and a foul. Sydney Starks is going to get her second foul. And Allison Bullock will go to the free throw line for 2. So Bullock will make her first trip to the line. And miss on the first of 2, and that's just 1 for 5 now at the free throw line for St. James. It remains 14-8 Bombers. And 1 out of 2 that trip for Bullock. So now 14-9, and another chip is taken out of this John Burroughs lead. This runner is hotly contested, and Witherspoon with a miss. She's back in there with 2 fouls, and now she's got to avoid a foul here, and does, with Recker bringing it up floor for St. James. Inside, and a holding foul called on Brianna Ward. Ward will get her first, and her family loving it here in Springfield this weekend. Her brother, B.J. Ward, plays at Chaminade. And that team is here representing St. Louis as well. They just lost the Class 6 boys third-place game to Staley, and the game played here at Hammonds before this one. Timeout, 4:51 to go in the second. 14-9, John Burroughs. Back in a minute at Misha.tv. Well, kind of a wild start to this game as John Burroughs scored the first 14 points, and now St. James still with a 9-0 run to get within 5 points. That one is nearly stolen, but St. James recovers. And these two runs have spanned the entire first nearly quarter and a half of this game. The pass to Recker. And out to the deep arc to Libby Heron for a 3 miss. Now it's the Bombers. It seems like an hour since they've scored. And John Burroughs will look to end this 9-0 St. James run. Right side of the key, and the 3 for Starks won't go. Lady Tigers on the boards. And now we are midway of the second, so 12 minutes into this game. And double dribble is the call here on Heron. Crocker and Kimnitzer get back into the St. James lineup. So that one-team state title for St. James, 1976 boys basketball. They had a boys basketball state runner-up finish in 1948 and a Scholar Bowl state runner-up in 2021. And so on the athletic field, or court in this case, they've had just the 2 trips to a state title game, and they'll look for their first ever in girls here today. Allie Turner hits the 3, and that breaks a long scoring drought for John Burroughs to make it 17-9 for the Bombers. The runner is off for Crocker. And now Burroughs down floor. This will be a 2 if it goes, and it does go for Sydney Starks. So now 4 straight for the Bombers after the 9-0 run ended for St. James. So the margin is back to 10 now for John Burroughs. Drive to the basket, the score for Kostopoulos. Lady Tigers get the margin back to single digits. 2.5 minutes to go in the first half. Little deflection there, and Turner recovers. Pass to the corner. The 3 is off for Witherspoon. So with 2 minutes to go before the half, St. James will work it. And that will count for Kostopoulos. You saw the contact. It was let go. And now the Lady Tigers within 6. Burroughs will have Turner with a dribble out front. To the right side of the key, and the 3 will not go. And that's Ashley Mays off of the Burroughs bench. It's out of bounds to Burroughs. A couple of subs getting back in. Thayer will inbound for John Burroughs. Bombers have won 15 in a row. Their schedule dating back to January 10th, their last loss to Lift for Life Academy. 3 for Turner is her 3rd of the game. And the lead back to 9 behind Allie Turner's 3 threes here in the first half. Down to the final minute of the opening half, and the 3 is rejected. Hip went almost straight up. And now taken by Turner. To the basket. And down for Allie Turner. And a foul with 39 seconds left. Allie Hartley gets her first. Only the fourth team foul on St. James. The Bombers have committed 6, so neither team has shot the 1-and-1 yet, but if there is another Burroughs foul, St. James would go to the line. Down to 35 seconds. Turner gets the pass to Starks. Burroughs taking time off the clock, maybe taking this down to 1. And instead, it's Ward for 3, and it won't go. There's plenty of time for St. James now. 10 seconds. Ahead to Bullock with 5. Driving miss. And from half court, it won't go. And that will take us to the intermission. John Burroughs started this game with a 14-0 lead. St. James battled back, and at halftime, our score, John Burroughs 24, St. James 13. This is the Class 4 girls state semifinals. We'll step away just a moment here at Misha.tv. Fans, you can purchase your own copy of today's game. After the broadcast is ended, click the download button for the broadcast on Misha.tv, and you can own this piece of Misha TV content forever. Here at the half, 24-13, the lead for John Burroughs. It was 14-0 midway through the first quarter before St. James was able to get a basket to go in. But by the end of the quarter, the Lady Tigers had scored 6 straight to make it 14-6 Burroughs at the end of one. The Lady Tigers went on to score 3 more before Burroughs came back to hit a 3 at the hand of Allie Turner. So it was as close as 14-9, and then Burroughs extended the lead back out a bit, and it is double digits here at the half at 24-13. Your first half stats have St. James shooting just 5 of 23 from the field, 22%, 1 of 6 from 3, and 2 of 8 at the free throw line. John Burroughs was 10 of 27, shooting for 37%, 4 of 18 from the three-point arc. Much of that, as far as the makes, was Allie Turner. She was 3 of 6, and the rest of the team was a combined 1 of 12. And John Burroughs did not go to the free throw line in the first half. Rebounding edge to St. James, 22-16. With turnovers, 12 on the Lady Tigers and 7 on the Bombers. We'll look at some of the rest of the first half stats here from Hammond Center. The winner moves on to play 6 o'clock tomorrow evening next door at JQH Arena for the Class 4 Girls State Championship. And the loser will play tomorrow morning at 10 here at Hammond Center for third place in Class 4 Girls. The next semifinal matchup between Benton from St. Joseph and Helias from Jefferson City. That'll be our next game around the 4 o'clock Central Time hour here at Misha.tv. But for now, it's the second half of this game with St. James looking to get the margin back to single digits, this time down floor, to get the third quarter started. Kostopoulos with a pass across to Libby Heron. Kostopoulos has a look but won't take the 3. Back out to the arc now. 3 is going to miss for Bullock. It's John Burroughs down floor. The Bombers winning their 7th district championship in girls basketball this year. Foul to Riley Hancock will be her second, first team foul of the half. They won 6 straight district championships, 1998 to 2003, and this year is their first since that time. They had 2 state runner-up finishes. The follow off of the miss won't go, and in a lot of traffic, rebound taken in for St. James by Kostopoulos. Now up floor, it's deflected away and will go out of bounds to St. James. So second place state finishes for Burroughs in 2000 and 03. In 2000, they lost to Monroe City 59-44 in Class 2A. And in 03, they lost in Class 3, the championship, to Stockton 80-51. The block sends it the other way for Burroughs. Witherspoon to the basket for the score. And so a 13-point lead now for John Burroughs at 26-13 here in the third quarter. Burroughs had fourth place state finishes in 1998 and 99, both in Class 2A. And until this year, all of their Final Four girls basketball appearances were at the old Hearn Center in Columbia. Brianna Ward will get her second foul here for Burroughs in the first team foul of the second half. St. James will inbound. Lady Tigers have won 15 district titles in girls basketball between 1991 and this year, but they have not been to a championship game, finishing third in Class 4 in 04 and 05 and third in Class 3 in 2013. Here's a race to the ball, and Ward gets there but stumbles toward the basket and is on the end line. back to St. James. Lady Tigers had fourth place state finishes in 1995 and 2002, both in Class 3A. Lady Tigers looking here, trailing by 13, and traveling gives it back to the Bombers. Allie Turner will head up floor. She led all scorers in the first half with 11 points. The top scorers for St. James were Kostopoulos and Kimnitzer with 5 each. The miss and St. James the other way. Recker with the pass. Now the give and go. Back to Recker underneath and out to the arc, and the three is missed by Heron. Now foul from behind on St. James as Brianna Ward tried to clear midcourt. Kendall Kostopoulos gets her second. Now Thayer will come out of the game, and Alice Crowley is back in. I told you she missed the first part of the season. Came back in January. You can see that big brace on her right knee. The turnover gives it back to St. James. And a wild miss and a lot of traffic there. This will go out of bounds and belong to Burroughs. So here in the middle of the third quarter, just 2 points have been scored in the first 3 minutes of the third period so far. To the inside, and the score for Sydney Starks. For a 15-point lead now for John Burroughs, their biggest of the day after their 14-0 start to open the game. Now the officials will get together here, and a foul will be whistled. It will be on the floor and called on Monet Witherspoon for her third. St. James will bring it in. Little trouble getting it in, but just ahead of a 5 count. Now St. James with another opportunity, and the three is off. The rebound for Starks. So still just 5 field goals made in the game for the Lady Tigers. And none yet here in the third quarter. They are scoreless in the third period. Driving miss and a foul on Allison Bullock, and we'll get our first free throws of the game for John Burroughs. Bullock will get her first. It's Brianna Ward to the free throw line for 2. The first one is in. Her brother, B.J. Ward, playing for Chaminade, and Chaminade finished 4th in boys Class 6. That bracket is over now. Chaminade lost the third-place game to Staley earlier today, 67-46. Both go down, and it's 30-13 for John Burroughs. Midway through the third quarter here at Hammond Student Center in the girls' Class 4 semifinals. To the top to Recker. The three is down. A much-needed basket for St. James, as it takes a little over 4 minutes for the Lady Tigers to get on the scoreboard here in the third quarter. 30-16 Bombers. And will be lost out of bounds by Ward, and St. James will have a chance to build some momentum here now. Over the top and ahead to Recker. And that's down. Emily Recker with 5 quick points. Averages 10 a game. as low as the scoring is, St. James is still very much in this. 30-18 Bombers here in the third quarter. Pass down. Hauled in by Alice Crowley. Will go out of bounds on the side. Monet Witherspoon checks back in. She does have 3 personal fouls, the only player in the game with 3. Celia Thayer will bring it in for the Bombers. Out to the top to Allie Turner. John Burroughs doesn't have to be in any kind of hurry here. Right now they're not. Turner will take a little more time off the clock. The give. And the floater is down for Witherspoon, and timeout for John Burroughs. Monet Witherspoon now with 8 points, and it's 32-18 Bombers. Middle of the third quarter here at Hammond Student Center. Back in a minute at Misha.tv. Don West back with you at Hammond Student Center in Springfield at Missouri State University, where the Missouri State Lady Bears will play in what is officially being called the first round of the NCAA Women's Basketball Tournament tomorrow at 1:30 against Ohio State. But the Lady Bears already have a first win in the tournament and a first 4 game against Florida State last night. So Missouri State's Lady Bears back in the big dance. Here it's St. James with the ball, and the lob inside is taken away by Bree Ward. She'll drive and get fouled going up. Ward will shoot 2, and her only points of the day have come from the free throw line with 2 makes to start the third quarter. Foul to Lydia Chemnitzer for her first, and it's Ward missing the first of 2. Missouri State men's basketball head coach Dana Ford was here earlier today. His team bowed out of the NIT earlier this week at the hands of the Oklahoma Sooners. 1 out of 2, and it's 33-18. Bombers have led all the way here in this Class 4 girls semifinal. Look inside, and that's stolen by Witherspoon. Ahead to Thayer. Count it for 3. Second 3 of the game for Celia Thayer. And an 18-point Bomber lead is their biggest now. Spin to the basket. The foul going up. We'll get free throws for Kostopoulos. The foul to Bree Ward. That'll be her third. And it's Kendall Kostopoulos for 2. And got the first. Libby Heron checks in, along with Riley Hancock. Two for two for Kostopoulos. Alice Crowley gets back to the floor for the Bombers. 1:26 to go in the third quarter. John Burroughs with a 36-20 lead. That is kicked. It looked like it hit the lower leg rather than the foot, but still called a kicked ball by Ben Rold. Bombers will bring it across. Ahead to Crowley. Team fouls are 3 on the Bombers, 4 on St. James. Out to the arc for the 3. Count it for Witherspoon. 39-20. And another new high water mark for John Burroughs with their biggest lead at 19. The 3 won't go. Crowley on the rebound. Bombers looking to clear the 40 mark here in the third quarter. The 3 is short. It comes off to Starks, and she is fouled. Riley Hancock gets her third foul. Sydney Starks for 2, and the first one is in. John Burroughs ranked number 3 in the latest state poll. The number 1 and 2 ranked teams are out. St. Charles West lost to the number 2 seed in District 7, Orchard Farm, to end their season, and Southern Boone was ranked 2nd, and they lost to Jeff City Helias in District 9. And Helias went on to make it here to Springfield, and the Lady Crusaders will play next against St. Joe Benton. Well, 40-20 after one free throw went, and we'll get the ball on the side here to Burroughs with 10 seconds left in the quarter. And it comes to Witherspoon to the top. 5 seconds. Turner with a pass. And a runner is off, and that will take us to the end of 3. With a quarter to go, it's John Burroughs 40, St. James 20. We'll move to the fourth after the break here at Misha.tv. On to the fourth quarter. Don West, joined by our producer, Sydney Wendell, our cameraman, Jacob Burnett, here at Hammond Student Center. John Burroughs is a quarter away from a championship appearance tomorrow evening at 6, but St. James has perhaps a run in them here. We'll see as we head to the final 8 minutes. And a running score for Bree Ward to get it started for a 22-point Bomber lead. This one is off the glass, no good. The other way for Turner. Right at half court, it is taken away, and Heron has it stripped. And it's on the end line, out of bounds, and St. James will have it. 42-20 for the Bombers. Inside. The miss, another chance. Bullock puts it down. The other way for Thayer, the three won't go. It'll be out of bounds to St. James. Pressure here from the Bombers. Final quarter here at Hammond Student Center. Down the lane, Bullock with a miss, but she gets fouled for two. Brianna Ward gets her fourth foul, and it's Bullock for two shots. And the first one good. Alice Crowley back into the game for the Bombers. And 2 for 2 that trip for Bullock. She has 7 points to match Kendall Kostopoulos for the team best. And this will be out of bounds and back to St. James. The Lady Tigers look to cut further here, but they've got a ways to go with just 7 minutes left. Recker, the drive and the miss. Rebound for Sydney Starks, but taken away. St. James another chance, and Bullock goes from three, and that's not there. Timeout taken by John Burroughs with 6:43 to go. 42-24 our score. John Burroughs with a lead in this Class 4 girls semifinal on Misha.tv. Fans, you can purchase your own copy of today's game. After the broadcast is ended, click the download button for the broadcast at Misha.tv, and you can own this piece of Misha TV content forever. 6:40 left. Driving miss by Turner. And it's St. James with the ball, down 18 with just 6.5 minutes to go. This will be called a block and stay with St. James. Well, John Burroughs with 13 steals today through three quarters to account for most of the St. James number of 17 turnovers. Inside, there's a foul that'll go to Witherspoon. That'll be her fourth. Well, maybe instead it's Crowley. That's her first. Inbounds. And a foul to Crowley right there again. She thought she was straight up. So we'll have two throws for Allison Bullock, the Westminster signee. Bullock will play Division III ball in Fulton, Missouri at Westminster next year. Bree Ward is into the lineup for the Bombers. Couple of more subs in. Lydia Chemnitzer and Tessa Crocker off the bench for Coach Terry Wells. One out of two, 42-25. The lead is 17 to the Bombers. And again, John Burroughs going to be patient this time down. Drive and a miss by Ward. Followed up, no. Tapped out long and into press row. That's where our stat crew is stationed down there. Dan Bernard, Phil Dowden, two of the guys, the ones I know at least, that are on the stat crew for this. Under 6 minutes to play. Girls Class 4 semifinals in Springfield. Pass to the inside. Out to Recker for three, and it's off. Witherspoon the rebound. Tipped back to her. Now it comes to Turner for three. She's hit three today. Not this one, though. And the scramble for the ball. It's tied up. Possession to St. James. Here comes Allie Hartley in. Riley Hancock back to work as well for the Lady Tigers. .5:23 to go. Burroughs is down to just one timeout left. St. James has three. Bullock with a drive and the score. And that's 10 in the game for Allison Bullock, as she is the high scorer for the Lady Tigers. 45-27, John Burroughs. 42-27, sorry. Inside, a block. And it'll belong to the Bombers underneath. Now we'll get Emily Recker back into the game. And Bullock comes out. .5 minutes left. And the inbounds is taken away on the effort by Hartley. Now it's Hartley getting the spin to get it to go. Well, 13-point difference. And that will be offensive. And Bree Ward is fouled out. So that is all for Brianna Ward, the freshman center. Fouls out with 4:44 to go and 5 points. So St. James down by 13 to the ball and 4:44 to go. Chemnitzer with a clear of midcourt. Recker at the top. Now Chemnitzer will set up again. She'll go from three straight on, just off. Offensive board, a look underneath, but it's stolen by Ashley Mays. And a foul at midcourt. The Bombers come up. And Lydia Chemnitzer will get her second. Team foul number 6 on St. James. Burroughs has committed 7 already after that offensive foul, and so both teams are in the 1-and-1 here for the moment. 4:10 left. Down the lane, Turner fouled as she goes in. She will have 2 after the foul on Allie Hartley. Allie Turner for 2. She scored 11 in the first half and none since. And her first free throw puts her back in the team lead on the scoreboard with 12. Monet Witherspoon has 11. Some more subs for Terry Wells, but his team down by 14 with just over 4 minutes left. And that's 13 now for Allie Turner. Straight on 3, Kostopoulos and down. So a 12-point game. 3:48 to go. Here's Turner, finds a little space and drives and misses. Crowley the rebound, put back no, and it comes right back to her. Now Burroughs can take a little more time. Baseline Crowley, no. Another offensive board. And back out to the volleyball line for Turner. John Burroughs looking to kill the final 3:16 and take a trip to the state finals tomorrow. Kostopoulos gets her third foul. Thayer checks back in for John Burroughs. It's Allie Hartley for St. James. This will be a 1-and-1. Front end is good for Sydney Starks. Good balance on the card for John Burroughs. All the starters have scored at least 5 points. Starks now with 9 after hitting the 2 throws. Celia Thayer, a pair of threes for 6. Monet Witherspoon with 11 and Allie Turner 13. The only bench points from Alice Crowley with 2. Pass is nearly stolen, but it's out of bounds. St. James will have it down low with 3:02 left. Bullock and Kostopoulos, 10 points each for the Lady Tigers. Emily Recker with 5. Chemnitzer 5 and Hartley 2. Inbounds comes out long. St. James very much in need of a basket here. Bullock short but fouled by Starks. The third for Sydney Starks. And with under 3 minutes to play, it's Bullock for 2 shots. And the miss is not what St. James needs. One out of 2. $13 the lead now for John Burroughs. The Bombers from St. Louis on the verge of a state championship appearance tomorrow evening. The 3 is off. Put back not there. Comes off to St. James and it'll roll to Heron at midcourt. Taken away from behind by Crowley. And this one is stolen. Allie Hartley down to 2:18 to go. Around and in, and Kostopoulos with a score and timeout for Terry Wells. So it's an 11-point John Burroughs lead, 46-35 with 2:13 to go. Back in a minute at Misha.tv. you at Hammond Student Center. John Burroughs with the ball after the timeout. And ahead it comes now, and Burroughs with numbers, and ahead of the pack. The layup is good for Witherspoon. St. James back down floor, and straight up D, and contact, but it's let go, and it's out of bounds to the Bombers with 1:51 to go. Tessa Crocker is back in. Bombers inbound. And got a clear midcourt, and the Bombers do with 100 seconds left in this semifinal, and a foul is called on Allison Bullock. We'll get 2 throws for Monet Witherspoon. Second foul to Bullock. Witherspoon shooting. And short on the first of 2. St. Joe Benton and Jeff City Helias are next at around the 4 o'clock hour here at Hammond Student Center in Springfield. That winner plays this winner for the state title tomorrow evening at 6 at JQH. Witherspoon gets 1. Her 14 points is the top number of the day now for either side. And that's the lead for John Burroughs, 49-35 with under a minute and a half to play. The 3 is off, saved in, another chance for St. James. Recker will back it out. St. James can't waste any more time. Down to 108. Chemnitzer's drive is going to send her to the line. First foul to Allie Turner. She knew she had one to use there and wouldn't allow Chemnitzer for the easy close-range shot. Team foul number 9, and Chemnitzer for 2 with 1:04 to play. Kostopoulos back in, and Bullock is out. One more for Chemnitzer. Got 2. 12-point Bomber lead with a minute to go. Turner backs it back out. Down to 50 seconds. St. James guarding but not fouling. And hold on, timeout is given to Jacob Jorg with 43.8 to go. It'll be a full 49-37. The Bombers with the lead in the final minute. Back after the short break at Misha.tv. Fans, you can purchase your own copy of today's game. After the broadcast has ended, click the download button for the broadcast on Misha.tv, and you can own this piece of Misha TV content forever. Don West with producer Sydney Wendell, our cameraman Jacob Burnett, high atop the Hammond Student Center. And we're down to 43 seconds left in this game. The winner plays for the Class 4 girls state title tomorrow at 6. The loser plays at 10 a.m. tomorrow for third place. St. Joe Benton and Jeff City Helias await next. There's a held ball, possession to Burroughs. Side court inbound for John Burroughs. And it's said to be over and back. The catch was made there of the inbounds by Starks, and her heel wasn't on the center line, and when she let it settle there, it was at midcourt. So backcourt is the call, and St. James with the ball. 39 seconds left in the game. Chemnitzer's drive, it's blocked the other way for Burroughs with 28 seconds to go. And knocked away. Good hard defense still being played by St. James. But this one is going to go to John Burroughs and send the Bombers to the championship game tomorrow evening. .20 seconds to play. The foul to Bullock. And Turner will have the free throws for John Burroughs. It'll be 2. That's team foul number 10. Allie Turner with 13 points. Monet Witherspoon 14 to lead the way for the Bombers. And there's point number 14 for Turner. Terry Wells is going to sweep his bench. He'll send in Vanessa Perona, Kennedy Smith, Izzy Hudson, and Cheyenne McDowell. Turner for one more. And got it, and that'll give her a game high of 15 today. St. James with one last hope here. Down to 5 seconds. And tomorrow evening, John Burroughs will play for its first state championship ever in girls basketball. John Burroughs with a win, 51-37. St. James drops to 25-6 for the year. The Lady Tigers will play tomorrow morning at 10 here at Hammond Student Center against the loser of the next semifinal between Benton and Helias. John Burroughs improves to 21-4, and the Bombers will play for the title tomorrow evening at 6 next door at JQH Arena. Scoring in the game for St. James, Kendall Kostopoulos 12 points, Allison Bullock 11, Lydia Chemnitzer with 7, Emily Recker scores 5, and Allie Hartley with 2. And for John Burroughs, it's Allie Turner with 15, Monet Witherspoon 14, Sydney Stark scores 9, Celia Thayer with 6, and Bree Ward with 5, and off the bench Alice Crowley with 2 for John Burroughs. So that will do it for this game as John Burroughs wins over St. James 51-37 to earn its way into the state title game tomorrow evening at 6 at JQH. Up next, it's St. Joe Benton and Jefferson City Helias. That game will start at 4 o'clock, and we invite you to join us. I'm Don West for Sydney Wendell, for Jacob Burnett. We thank you for joining us for this one. John Burroughs wins over St. James 51-37.